Welcome back.
I love this new Guude. This is amazing.
What is different?
It's, it's not so happy.
I'm always happy.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, well. Actually,
Well,
we've,
so if I wanted to send stators from over here into the ASS for now, would that be easy to do from behind it here, Arkas?
actually, behind is now the input, so yes. But why?
Well, I just don't know what to do with them at the moment. I guess I could start trying to turn them into motors. What's that recipe?
Yeah, well, so there is a sorting process where like overflow stuff gets ticketed, but that happens at the front. That happens basically where the train station is. So if you just put it into the back, it just goes into like a full bin, which which is yeah, wouldn't get you places. So at that point, just if you have any excess items, just throw them in the ticketer, I'd say. Okay. Bum, 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 bum.
So the thing is, I think I made tons of rotors elsewhere already. And I'd like to just pull those to make these motors. Because I bet rotors are going into the ticket machine right now, honestly.
No, actually,
Really?
I
Is
think we're. It wasn't full last time I checked.
is that because you're making stators with them right now? Or motors with them?
Or that is all. But even before then, I couldn't. There's like the way they enter the boxes, they sort of go around it now, and on the back, and that belt wasn't full at all. So
Okay.
um,
Well, I just pulled a bunch of rotors to make motors.
we have we okay. Well, we have rotors. Like you don't have to start from scratch. You don't have to find like iron ore to make motors, Pakratt.
Okay, here's what I don't understand. The rotor line below it is full, but the number inside is not going up. Or is that being pulled out to go over here and make your motors?
Right. It gets
Okay.
pulled up at the front because I flipped the
Yeah, I just didn't know.
yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's down here making motors, but I guess you don't have stators.
Status is empty.
Yeah, you're done. You're empty on stators. So what I could do is I'm making all these stators right below you. I could bring it up here.
You can put them in the back of the box if you can find the box. That is
Stators.
the top one should be able to you should be able to just plug in a thing. Um, I mean we've got like half a large box full of motors. We could probably stop this anyway now or not. I don't know how many more we need. I know Apex, right? If you need motors, we have a ton of them now. By the way.
Oh, good. That's great. I just had to finish crafting mine, so that's all right.
Yeah. Sorry. Probably should have told you sooner.
Quickwire's coming in twice over here, Arcus. What's that?
Well, that's overflow. So if you see a double part, it means that because these lines here are full, so any new items can just get ticketed.
I got you. I didn't realize it ticketed at the train.
Yeah, no, that's what happens. You can go underneath and like look at the smart splitters if you want to see how it works. It's a bit cluttered down there, but you know.
God, we're still only making 2.5 a minute with you having this triple clocked.
Yeah. I'd say just make a bunch of the big machines. Maybe not all at like 250% because like the amount of power they consume is a lot. But yeah. How many more do we need?
I'm going to look. We need 109 more.
So that's like what, like another half hour? If it's 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's not so bad, honestly.
Oh, we'll get it done today. We can speed it up if you want. Okay. How much can we boost you to? All right, so this is Mark II miner. Can go up to 600 parts per minute. Um,
But we just can't pull that many out.
no, we need to see what I think that maybe the the tier 5 belt,
Mm-hmm.
6. I don't know what tier we are on.
We're on tier 4.
I don't know if or tier 5. I don't know if that's 600 or maybe like 720 or 760 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's what we need, whatever it is.
I'll just make a thing based on 480.
Are we not getting concrete beams anymore?
We are. There, but I did move them where they are. They are next to the concrete.
Oh. Okay.
Because they come in on the copper train and I didn't want to have the conveyors move too much. So I moved the concrete beams down. Yeah.
Pakratt's having internet trouble.
What?
So Pakratt's having
Oh.
internet trouble.
Me or
When did the
Pakratt?
stream die for you too?
I'm not watching it. I'm just reading your chat.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about it being framing a few minutes ago, too.
Yeah. Well, I just killed Firefox to see if that helps, but
Since I rated you, your chat's still open for me.
And I haven't built anything new in this game for so long. Oh God. What does it feel like?
it's really weird because you get really stuck in getting to the next step in this, and then you go, and then you finally get there, and then you're like, now what? And the next step just feels so astronomical, it's hard to really start over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Get my
about
pen and-
I don't know what about rotors over here, Arkas.
Well, your rotors?
About
Or the
rotors for the stators that I'm making tons of stators now. Well, as many as the quick-wire will support. We're really
Yeah.
low on quick-wire, but whatever. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to do about rotors to make motors. Got lots of stators. I got that part down. But I don't know if I should. I just don't know. I'm crippled with lack of ideas.
Well, you want to make motors. The one component is that's a bonus recipe that you use quick wire and steel pipes to make the other thing. Doesn't the other component take steel pipes and copper wire?
To make motors? I mean, to make rotors?
Yeah, to make motors.
No, I need to make motors.
You want to make motors, right? That's your
Either way,
goal.
I need rotors to make motors.
Yeah, but to make rotors to make motors, you need to get the steel pipes and the copper wire.
No, rotors don't take any of those things.
Are you sure that rotors don't take copper wire for the motors?
Oh, I guess you could make rotors with steel pipes and copper wire. Well, I don't have copper wire either.
Oh, copper wire can be made so we can make the motors for the rotors. Or for the motors, sorry.
There's no motors that they use copper. Right.
But rotors use copper for the motors. There's copper right here.
Where?
Right here.
I'm
You see where I am?
coming to you.
Have I ever made iced coffee with my espresso machine? I haven't. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. I can try. I want to get like a kitchen machine that like. I want to I can crush ice and I can like do some crazy margarita stuff with that.
I feel like making iced coffee. It's not cold brewed, but using like a cocktail shaker and stuff works really well to make iced coffee.
You don't drink coffee.
I drink
often,
espresso
ever, right?
occasionally, but it's just every once in a blue moon. Where are you? You're below me? Below me? Where the...
Alternate steel rotor, 2 steel pipe, 10 a minute, and 30 wire a minute.
Is this
Yeah, okay.
copper? This is impure copper. Is this where you're at?
Yeah, basically, I'm above you.
Where's this copper going?
Well, part of it is leaving. Part of it is used to make AI limiter. I need to see how much I need for my AI limiters, but that's the only thing we need it here for.
That's just one little impure ding dong there.
Yes. Yeah.
That ain't getting me nowhere.
Well,
Listen,
you need 30 a minute for how many rotors are you making
0.
for the motors? You're making okay. How many stators are you making for the motors?
Boy, it's a big number. 30 assemblers making stators at the rate of... Hold on.
8 a minute.
Yeah, sounds right.
You make 30 times 8.
Yeah.
You make 240 stators a minute.
Yes.
But there's no other item that we make this much of. Okay, hold up. Okay, but then you just have the stators, but you don't have any rotors to make your motors.
Correct.
You got your okay. Well, okay.
To be fair, I'm only doing 15. I'm not doing 30 at the moment. So 15 times
Okay.
8.
But there's still a lot of stators for your motors. But you still lack rotors for the motors.
Correct.
But you got the yeah. There's a tongue twister here somewhere. Well, you can always use copper instead of quick wire, although the quick wire allows you to use steel more efficiently in your recipe.
Yeah. But, I mean, we're not talking about that. We're talking about rotors, not motors. Well, we're talking about rotors to the stators.
We're talking about rotors, not motors. Not stators. No? Rotors, not motors.
Oh, this is confusing.
We need more rotors.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm confused.
No.
We need rotors for the
not
stators
motors.
to make the motors.
Yeah, we need the rotors to make the motors, but the stators are great.
Well,
In fact,
the
maybe
stators
too
aren't
many
great because you need more Caterium, but you're working on that. But in the meantime, I just got a bunch of stators being made, and they're not going anywhere because I don't have any rotors.
Right. Because like you want to make motors, but you need motors to make the motors.
Right.
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 Um.
And I
30 wire a
guess
minute.
so. Here's the thing. I got those extra steel pipes up top that I'm not doing anything with. Right. So right now we got 15 assemblers. So instead of making 30 assemblers, we could use the steel pipes up top to make rotors. But I need the copper for that.
Well, yeah, you should do that because like if you have 30 stators being made, 30 assemblers making stators, to then make rotors for the motors at an equivalent rate, so you can use that. Because I think it's 1-to-1 to make another one. You need 48 additional assemblers on top of your 30 assemblers to make the stators for your motors. No, to make the rotors for the motors. Does that make sense?
Yep.
No.
It does. So, yeah, I think the top still should be making steel pipes for rotors. But where am I going to get copper for it?
Well, I can get you some here if you have a
That's just an
reasonable
impure
amount.
baby, though.
Okay, listen. Impure babies can grow to be slightly average trees, okay?
Yeah, but you're already using some of it. And what's the rate? What's the rate? Hold on. What's the rate I'm going to need? Let me figure that out.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, how many yeah, motors 1-to-1. How many motors a minute are you trying to make?
Motors 1-to-1? Is that right? Rotor to motor?
Rotor to stator to make a motor is 1-to-1.
It is 1-to-1. Okay. Well, I'm currently producing 8 times 15 stators, right? Yeah, 8 times 15. Well, I'm not because I don't have enough quick wire. But once I have enough quick wire, I'll be producing 8 times 15.
120. So 120 stators. Okay, and then that would be 60 motors a minute, which is a lot.
We need them though. That's right. That's good. We can use that many motors.
Pretty fast. I mean, that'll be good for the tickets too if you just throw them in there. So like all this is good. So you'd also need 120 motors a minute, and the recipe with the copper wire is 120. That's you need 30 to make 5, so 120. So that's 24 times 30. You need 720 copper wire a minute for your 120 stators. No, rotors for the motors.
How much copper
This
is
is
that?
Pakratt's personal hell up. Oh, you can make copper wire from Caterium. Wow.
That doesn't help us at all.
15 Caterium ingot per minute makes 120 wire a minute.
I mean,
like
that's
at that
real
point,
good.
you get to 720 very fast that way.
Yeah, but we don't have extra deuterium.
You can also make iron wire. 12 and a half
we don't have
iron
extra
ingot per
iron
minute.
either, though. We have
makes
we have nothing
2.5.
extra.
Well,
Is there any nodes that are untapped in this area of any of these?
have
things?
you overclocked all your iron nodes?
Yes,
Yeah. No.
maybe. Maybe not. Actually, let me see. Maybe it was just the coal we overclocked.
Also, you're not. Well, yeah, it's also not being used.
Yeah, we're not overclocking the iron. But the iron's not being used because we don't have enough. We're not using the steel at the top yet. So, you know what I mean?
Right. I know what you mean.
Because I don't have enough deuterium.
We need a spreadsheet. Yeah. I think
Once the deuterium is coming in, then at 1,080 a minute, then we'll be good.
okay. Well, that's okay. For now, that's a far away dream.
What is this
For
thing
now.
doing that you just placed?
I'm just looking at recipes.
Let's see.
I could put it down to be like, okay, what can we do?
There's no nodes over here that are just untapped, right? Of any type.
No, but even if, here's the thing about the deuterium. Like, even if we had the better stuff, I don't think one node is gonna cut it.
Right. Well, that's okay because we're not going to use. Actually, cut the deuterium in half now. We just decided that. Remember?
Hold up. I'm gonna write this down.
Because we're only going to use 15 assemblers making stators now, right? Not 30. So we don't.
We are making. Yeah. Okay. So the goal is to make 60. Okay. Let's work backwards. We're making 60 motors a minute. That's our goal.
Yes.
For that, we need 120 rotors and 120 stators. And I'm gonna omit the words a minute because that's implied. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So
we've got the stators down, but we need more quickwire coming in.
So 120 divided by 8. Well, that's 15.
Wait, where'd 120 come from?
That's the amount of stators we need. And
right.
15 is the amount of assemblers we need. 15 times 60 is 900 quickwire.
Okay, so we need 900 quickwire a minute.
Yes. And one Ethereum ingot makes 5 quickwire. So 900 divided by 5 is 180 Ethereum ingots a minute.
That's easy.
Well, times 3, because it takes 3 ore to make 1 ingot.
Oh. That's still doable with current setups.
That's 540.
Oh, not quite doable then.
Well, I've overclocked the miner for the Ethereum miner. It can pull out 600 a minute.
Right, but we're limited on the belt.
I hate the belt. Good.
Well, we're going to get the new belt probably in the next episode. And we'll see you guys in the next episode for more math with Guude and Arkas.
Yeah.
And rhymes.
And Dr. Even more excited.
Yep.
For the next opening.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye-bye.